She just started going crazy when I went to come on. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Oh,
Oh
Alyssa.
no.
What happened?
I don't know.
She's like, it's Monday. I have to hear these bitches' voices for the next 2 hours
Yeah.
plus.
All
My
right.
daughter
So what
threw
do we
some
do?
pizza across the room today, Kim, if that makes you feel any.
Nora
Well,
B
that's a
did?
waste of food, Nor.
Yeah.
You
I
The
was
think
gonna
it?
be
crust. It
like,
was just the crust, don't worry.
Oh, okay, well.
Hello and welcome to Table for Five with no reservations. Take a seat at the table for a fresh, sweet, salty tart, and pleasantly bitter conversation.
Thank you for taking a seat at the table. Happy New Year, January 2024. Thank God 2023 is gone. And we said farewell to her or him, whichever you prefer. I like to think she's a salty bitch myself, but
She was. She was. Here, here.
Tonight we are doing random questions that we feel like we should answer because it's January and we made it through Christmas.
And
So
we can't
tonight
talk about self-care or resolutions because that's bullshit.
we're just not doing that.
We're not in the
Okay.
mood.
And we're not in the mood, no. At the table I have Jamie,
Hello.
Kimmy,
Hi.
Jen,
hi everyone. Happy New Year.
Rachel. Yay, Rachel,
Hey, everybody.
and I am Tabitha. So I think we could just do around the table with each question. If you were gifted three wishes, what would you wish for and why? Rachel Flanagan.
Well, nothing like jumping right in, Tabs. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Three wishes would be a Flana Village manifested. That'd be dope. I'd like to skip this part in so many ways of my life right now. So I just would like a little fast forward button, just a little brief fast forward. And, I'd really like to write these books that are rumbling around in my head. That's what I'd like.
Jamie, your three wishes.
If
Oh,
anybody
Genie in
says
the
world
bottle.
peace, I'm going to sound like a real dick.
No one's saying that at this table, I don't think.
Oh. I do. I've thought about this because I'm a very immature 35-year-old woman. First, I would wish my daughter didn't have her blood disease anymore, hands down.
Yep.
I would wish for my son not to have anxiety issues. And I would wish, if allowed, even though most rules, it seems, of the three wishes, you cannot wish for money. I would wish for a shiz ton of money.
These
Mhm.
are open wishes. This is whatever
yeah.
genie you want to make.
There's no governor here.
Now I want to let you know I'm coming in for a couple of the same, James. So we're
Okay.
good.
If I can't
We're
wish
good.
for money, new teeth or my body to go back up, like the boobs and the up.
Go back up. I'd like to anti-gravity my body, please, for wish number 3. Okay.
Thank you.
Kimmy.
Oh, Lordy, I hate these questions. Okay, I would wish for a grandbaby, a healthy grandbaby
Oh, cute.
in the near
Oh my
future.
God.
I would love to snuggle that
She
grandbaby.
doesn't have to be right away, but in the near future. I, of course, wish for good health for my kids, my husband, me. That's the most important thing to me. And I just would wish for some of Alyssa's struggles to be eased up a little bit. The rigidness, maybe some better communication for her.
Love
That's about
that.
it. I mean, Jamie got the money, so she'll be sharing with me, so I don't gotta wish her.
Jamie's
will
gonna take
share
care of us. Jen, three wishes for you.
Unmute. She wishes to unmute.
I couldn't get off today. I mean, if this is, just a shoot in the sky kind of thing, and we're gonna get
Yes.
three wishes. My very first wish would be to take away my daughter's autism and struggle. I would take away her epilepsy. And like Jamie, I would wish for a wealthy, comfortable, no worry, free life for my child and I. Does that count as one?
Also, I already need to change one of my wishes for 3 more wishes.
Gimme!
Wish
Oh,
for
you're
more
definitely not
wishes.
allowed to wish for 3 more wishes. I've
Yeah.
seen Aladdin.
I didn't hear that anyone say that.
And how did I answer?
Was that 3?
exactly?
I
I'm
think
in
that.
Yeah,
that.
that was-
Yeah, that was 3. What about you, Tabs?
I think money would be sweet and mainly like just comfortable living. Like I don't want to stress about paying my own bills. It's
Oh, yeah.
real. The struggle is real over here with running an entire household of finances by myself. It's stressful every single day. So that would be nice. And then in turn, I could focus more on my kids, which is, I think I would wish for just peace for all three of us, me and my kids, and just whatever that looks like. It's hard for them out in the world. It's hard for us in different ways. So I think like a sense of peace or calm would be nice. And then third, I don't know, I should have thought about this. That's my last wish. This is my anxiety. I'm like, only got one wish left. I feel like I need to contemplate this a little bit. Um, I would probably wish that both of my kids find connection to someone that makes them feel good, that makes them feel complete, and whether that be like a friend or a partner, whatever that looks like for them, because there's a good mirroring when you find someone who can reflect your good qualities back to you, So I'd probably wish for that too. I worry most about their connection with others, I think, or how that's going to look moving forward. So,
Amen.
dollar greens, give me the money, then the other stuff might be a little bit easier, I think. Next question. Ooh, if you could travel back in time, what year would you go back to and why? Rachel Flanagan.
First one.
Any time. You can go to any time.
Remember that when the
know-
Constitution signed is on the table, right? So
In case you want to see that happen.
Hey, Tabs, I'll see you there. Well, this is tough. I feel like I'd go back to maybe when I was 15, like just in a talk to myself, for my younger self kind of way. And I wish if I could make it to that year, I could have met my birth mom, or like I could meet my birth mom, like in that round 2 of that year. Yeah, I would say some things to myself. Like that's, I think, before my self doubt and like inner dialogue got pretty rotten. So I think I would make the most impact within myself by going in.
Nice. Jamie Ramos?
oh gosh, this is hard. I think we've talked about this before. That's where the because I've always wanted to time travel, also a nerd for this. But then now I think about like how I don't even know if I could go back like 20 years and live without everything instantly being at my fingertips. But if I did, I do think like if I could go back with like my current knowledge to when I was younger, I would like invest in things, give myself some warnings. Probably around 2008. It was a really good looking year for me.
Oh, yeah.
Boudoir photo shoot.
Buy some property.
Buy some property.
Yeah.
Appreciate body parts being up a
Yeah.
little more. If not, I would go back to 1980 and save John Lennon's life.
Ooh,
Hello.
there you go. Hello. Kimmy, where are you going?
I'm going to 2001. That's the year I got married. And I would somehow spring for the videographer at my wedding.
I love that.
I love that.
I got married. I was pregnant with Kira. Neil's mom was alive. Both of my parents were alive. I don't know. I would just go and appreciate all that I had. And I get that videographer.
I didn't have one either. I didn't do it either.
I didn't either.
So we had like somewhat of a shotgun wedding, I guess. We planned our wedding in like less than 5 months because Neil's mom was diagnosed with 6 months to live. So, and we paid for it ourselves. So it was kind of just hook by crook. I mean, I don't even know how we managed to pay for and we had 103 people at our wedding. So we had like a decent sized wedding. So like there just wasn't the extra funds for the videographer, which was, I remember, was $700. And I'm like, oh, I wish we just figured it out. And because you didn't have videos on your cell phones then. So it wasn't even like, now it's like, okay, you might not have a videographer, but like everybody's taking videos at the wedding, it's not like it wasn't like that then. There was no, I don't even think there were camera phones even yet.
I can tell you 2001 was a razor phone or so.
Yeah.
I had
That was T9 era. There was no camera phones at that time for sure.
Yeah, and
That's sweet. I love that. What about you, Jenny Penny?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I was downloading Amazon Prime and struggling and had to reset my password. So I actually don't know what the question is.
The question is.
But your answers are all beautiful. I believe it's something about going back in time.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you could
getting
travel
bits and
back in
pieces.
time,
I had
what
to set
year
the
would you
child
go
up.
back to and why?
Like,
I feel a New Kids on the Block concert coming. I don't know.
no, I honestly, there's literally not a significant thing that I would want.
This is
Oh, I don't know.
any time period. You can go back to any time period, not just in your lifetime.
Like for a moment, or you stuck there? Like I need
No,
Like
just
you
for
could
a
go see the
moment.
Wright brothers fly the first plane.
This is like the Back to the Future, then you come back type of
I
situation.
would love to see my grandma done again.
Oh,
When I graduated high school, I actually went back to Michigan and lived with her for like 6 months.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. Would for sure go back and see grandma. Done.
I've thought about this question a lot, which is weird. But I would love to go to the 1970s, catch all the bomb ass festivals that were happening during that time. I would have long, hippie, straight
You'd
hair,
have the perfect hair for that
undyed.
era.
I
Yes.
wouldn't wear shoes. I'd be like traveling in a van,
Midriff showing.
experimenting with all the
That's
things.
what I was gonna
Oh,
say. I would go with you, Chaps, and
whoa.
I would do the drugs with you.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, just when it here's the thing. The 70s women had freedom and rights and like all this,
Lawlessness.
yeah, all this like it was the cusp of all this movement of energy and music. So I would for sure drop myself back into there with some long hippie hair and freaking
Love it.
if it was in my own life, that's a hard one for me. I mean, I say the past is the past.
Bye. Bye.
Maybe when Nixon was a little guy, kind of enjoyed that a little bit more. I was working a lot or like, grinding a lot during that time.
Yeah.
And Nora too, both when they were tiny babies, it kind of went by so fast because I was just doing so much stuff. So maybe enjoy a little bit more of that baby time would be nice, I think, in
True.
my own life.
hmm
Yeah.
Man, I could snuggle a baby Sealy right now.
Oh, me too. Those
Yeah.
kiddos.
I would go from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. if I only had 12 hours so that I wasn't
Yeah.
up all
Yeah, so you were not all
Yes,
night.
daylight.
Yes.
nap time.
Yes, I'd like to arrive early and check out before dawn. Thank you.
But for sure, give me a VW bus to climb into. Sign me up for
hmm
that before we
I'll
knew
follow in
anything
a
was
car
harmful
idea.
to our bodies. What food would be the worst to be allergic to?
Gummy worms for shizzle.
Worst to be allergic to.
The sun?
What
Food.
food?
Food.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part.
The food.
Like, do you mean Sunny D?
Bread,
Not
gluten,
only can we
wheat.
not play a game,
I
but
was
we
gonna
don't
say,
even know the question.
What?
carbs. I
Carbs.
actually probably am a
Wheat.
little allergic to carbs, and that's probably why I get eczema, but
Mhm.
I'll eat in it. Or I always felt bad for people who can't have like MSG. I know it's not the greatest for you, but man, tastes good.
I don't do well with that. Gee.
Nothing like some good MSG and some delivered Chinese food. There's just nothing better. It's the best.
I think I would hate to be allergic to cheese. I eat so much cheese
Oh,
all the
I'd
time.
be sad about coffee. I'm gonna switch my gummy
Ooh.
worms answer to coffee.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
really F things up for me.
Cheese would be rough, or dairy, like being lactose. Oh,
I'd say wheat. Wheat is in
Well,
everything.
I was gonna say like Mexican food, but if we have to narrow it down to like a singular item, I'm with Rachel on the coffee.
Yeah, coffee. I agree with that too.
I
Well,
wouldn't survive, I don't think.
Wheat.
I don't think
wheat,
I'd survive.
wheat or sugar, one of the two. Which is
Yeah.
worse?
I think I could give those two up easier than coffee.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if I gave those two up, I would not have love handles bigger than my keister. Okay.
But you also wouldn't have joy.
You also would not have joy.
have joy in your
Says the
life.
smartest bitch at the table. Okay.
And the fattest. Maybe I should go.
Carbs are delicious. Sugar is also delicious. Speaking from the gal who stopped at the gas station and buy a back package of nibs for a short drive so I could eat the whole package by myself in the car.
I ate 4 cookies, about 10 Ferrero Rochers yesterday. I mean, it's like, and I had a caramel bar. It's like, you don't have to eat them all in one day. They're not going anywhere. No one's going to eat them. They're fine.
I love this question. I'm going to ask it again. If the world was on the brink of a zombie apocalypse, what weapon would you choose to defend yourself? Zombie apocalypse.
machete.
I don't know anything about zombies.
Flamethrower.
I don't either. A gun? I don't know.
Flamethrower. Ooh, that's a good answer. Gun's a good answer, probably too.
I want the
I'm not
sass.
into the zombie stuff, so I'm not sure if that's effective. Maybe I'd bring garlic, whatever.
Garlic's not for the zombies. That's for the vampires.
All right, well, flamethrower.
Flamethrower is a good choice. You can burn them to,
You're welcome.
but really, generally, you want to poke them in the face with something to,
Like a dagger.
yeah.
Like ice pick. I've been watching The Morbid
Yeah.
or listening to The Morbid. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of ice
Ooh.
pick action in that morbid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would choose some kind of sword or
What are those like revolutionary guns they had where there's like a sword
Yeah,
on it,
musket. A
Ooh,
musket.
a
That's a
musket.
good
Yeah.
one, Jane.
but like modernize it so you don't have to like, re
Make your own
up it
gunpowder.
every time or
Shit.
whatever.
Oh, hang on
Reload
just a
it. Oh my.
minute, zombie. I'm just gonna make some gunpowder. Hang on.
I just need 10 minutes, zombie, to reload this gun.
I'm reloading.
I'll poke you with my sword on my musket while you wait.
Oh God.
Ooh, if you could swap lives with one of your friends, who would it be and why?
Oh my God. I don't know, but they're kidless and sleeping, using lavender spray, and it's working. That's
Hmm,
who I'm taking the life of.
that's a good question.
Did you say a life of one of your friends?
Yeah,
Yeah,
swap
switch,
lives with
flip-flop.
one of your friends.
Okay, look it.
None of
Can
my
we
friends
connect?
have lives like me.
Oh, I don't have very many friends. This is how sad this is a sad realization.
I'm gonna go make one at the grocery store that looks lazy AF. Hey, you want to flop? Good luck.
Jen, because she's rich.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, I know this is very intriguing over here, you know?
No, I'm allergic
Jen?
to cats.
Ooh, what
Yeah.
Jen's
movie?
not rich, you guys. That's an inside joke.
Inside
That's
jokes.
It's not real.
Jen's very rich.
We like to make
She does
that
have a dope pool though.
She does.
Yeah.
I don't
She's
own
not
a single
poor by
rock
any means.
in that pool. Not a single rock is owned by me. Just
What
kidding.
movie could you watch every day for the rest of your life without getting bored?
Oh, so
I
So
know.
many.
Duh,
Glorious
Jaws.
Bastards.
Jaws? Ooh, that's a good call.
Jaws.
Wait, I couldn't. What
Absolutely
did you say,
Jaws.
Jeff?
Jaws.
Jaws.
Jen said Jaws.
I'm surprised you didn't pick a Rocky or an Annie.
Could easily do a Rocky 4 as well, but Jaws would come
Mm.
There's so many.
first and then
I
Annie.
love
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame. I know that's nerdy of me as well. Makes me
I
cry
love
every
the Goonies. I think I could watch that for the rest of my life.
Oh, I love the Goonies.
And
Two.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Hmm.
I'd
I
say
would
Ferris
And The
say
Bueller
Breakfast Club.
or
Ferris
Steel
Bueller.
Magnolias. Ferris
Ferris
Bueller or
Bueller.
Steel Magnolias.
I could watch Groundhog Day every day.
I've never saw Stale Magnolias. The Breakfast Club is another one.
Shut the
Steel
f- up.
Magnolias? You should watch that, Kim. You would love that movie.
On Zoom.
I have seen Why is my camera black?
No,
What is
you're right
We can
there,
see
but
you.
now you're done.
We
can
had
see you.
seen you.
I
We
can't see you guys.
I would
I
pick
also love-
Shawshank Redemption or Office Space.
No, there is.
Oh,
Those
I've
are
not
my
seen any of
cousin-
those.
Yeah.
I've not
My
seen
cousin
any of
Vinny.
those, but I have seen.
my cousin.
I
Haven't
love
seen
my
that.
cousin Vinny.
One
But
of
I
my
was
favorite
interrupted.
movies ever, which I highly recommend to everyone, is called Be Kind Rewind. And I
Mm.
love that movie so much. It's like delightful, makes me very
That
happy.
just reminds me of the video rental days.
That's what
Yeah.
it's like. That's what it's based off of. It's like these
Love
guys.
and Basketball. I could probably watch that every day.
Mm.
Never seen that.
Oh,
Cats are
such a
When I
great
was
movie.
I don't think I saw
Yeah.
that.
Tay
Younger.
Diggs is in it with his shirt off, if you want
I
to
like
know.
him.
Oh,
I
Let me-
like him.
I had a crush
A
on Tay
young Tay Diggs.
I love so many movies. Goodwill Hunting, that's another one that I love
Oh.
that I can watch over and over and
Also,
over.
have not watched that.
I haven't
Oh,
either.
it's so good.
And
How
I
do
went
you
You
like them
haven't watched
apples?
Goodwill Hunting?
Jamie,
and I went
haven't
to
seen
film
Goodwill
school. I
Hunting?
get so much crap for it. That and Gone with the Wind. I get crap for it.
Oh, I like Dead Poet Society too. I could do
Ooh,
that.
that's a
Goodwill
great one.
Hunting. How do you ever get the references? You don't get them. It's terrible.
I know.
Goodwill
I
Hunting,
should just
I
sit down.
love
I know
that
I would
movie.
love it. I love everybody.
It's so great. It's so
It's
great.
such a good movie.
What
We
is?
need a pajama
That's like-
night.
That's one of Neil's
Goodwill
favorite.
Hunting.
That's probably one of
Goodwill
his
Hunting.
favorite movies. So good.
That's what we should do with our subscribers sometime is do a movie
Oh.
night.
I
Watch a movie
love
at the
that.
same time
How
on
do you
Zoom.
like those apples?
How do you like
Or-
those
yeah.
apples? I freaking love that movie. I've seen it so many times. You
That
should
could
watch
also
that
be
movie
our
too, Jen.
retreat. Our retreat idea, like the evening.
Oh, Jamie,
Movie
you didn't
watching.
say Harry Potter.
I'm way more fan of the books than the movies. Although Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 1, I could watch probably every day.
Oh,
of my
that's true. You listened
Love
to the
them.
book. That's right. That's right.
I love them. The books, the movies have grown on me. They're fine. And I love the last 3. I mean, 5 is okay. There's good parts. 6, I love. 7, I love. 8's okay. The other ones, I like them.
There's
They're
8 Harry Potters.
Oh my hell. There's 7 books, 8 movies.
Oh my hell. 7
I'm
books,
sorry.
8 movies.
I'm sorry.
This is what we're doing. Our girls' trip is just now 8 Harry
It's
Potter movies.
just
guys.
switched.
They're like, we're not coming. We're not
Bring
watching.
only pajamas.
I love
Th-
movies.
This
But
is a
Inglorious
great.
Bastards, if you've never seen it, is a great movie, and I would.
Oh, that's a great movie too. Yeah, that is a great movie. Okay, have you ever accidentally been caught naked?
Yeah.
Many
Oh.
times.
I will just tell you in Flanaville,
Did you say
There
caught
is a
naked?
Caught naked.
My gardeners have seen my ass more than
Yeah.
Kaya's father in the last year, to be clear.
Yeah.
And my
Kaya's
frontal
too.
lobes.
My frontal lobes.
Oh my God.
And the worst part is I stood there frozen, like,
I do that too. I do that too. I have a picture window and a stop sign.
Yeah.
Like,
and
you're
the best part is
welcome.
my mom had just
If
texted me,
you're
Jennifer,
looking.
the gardeners are going to be there. Make sure you have clothes on. And I
Your-
forgot that they were
Your
coming.
mom texted you.
Oh my God.
John saw me
Penny's a
naked
nudist.
when we were on vacation before.
Your
And
brother-in-law?
yeah, so I was in the bedroom of the timeshare and I got out of the pool but I wore clothes in, so I was taking them off. And they were on him and they were on the deck. And apparently you could see in the room from the deck.
I'm a
Tabitha, I
free
want
Feels
to
like,
hear that
yeah.
many times.
many times. I'm a free spirit. But,
I'm a favorite.
But you haven't
I
been
told
caught
you.
naked, you just been naked.
oh
No,
no,
I bet
I mean, yes.
she strikes me as a skinny dipper, if you know what I mean.
I was skinny dipped. I
Caught
stand in
skinny
front of the window nude
Butt
all the
naked.
time, walk around my house naked all the time.
Oh, I'm always naked in my house. I have front door pants.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we've
so
probably
The
been
door, I
caught,
can have pants on.
but we don't
Seriously.
even know that we've been caught.
I'm usually half naked. That's kind of my thing. It's not
Me
like
too.
full Monty. It's like a halfy. It's a tops or bottoms.
I would
Put it this way, Neil just bought me a bathrobe.
Rachel wearing a puffy vest, a sweater, and then nothing below.
Nothing on the bottom. Like nothing. Not a thing. Nothing.
That's
12
amazing.
layers on top. Nothing on the bottom.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, or
Nothing.
I'm wearing jeans and perfume. You're welcome.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is a
I
good
mean-
question for you, Jen. If you had the chance to interview one leader of the world, who would it be and why? We're gonna say present or past. I mean, that's kind of like a
Pass.
weird way to put it. But
Yeah. So I think if ultimately if I had to choose, I would actually love to interview Barack Obama. Just
Yeah.
Oh my
because
God, then
his
I'll take
charisma.
Michelle.
I would love to interview Barack Obama. But then there's also this part of me that goes back into Reagan and
yeah,
that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But
yeah,
I think now I would interview Barack Obama.
yeah.
I'd love to interview Barack Obama. Yeah.
That's my choice. Abraham Lincoln.
So Barack, if you're
Reagan,
free,
Barack.
well, 30 minutes of your time.
Hey,
I mean, we
yeah.
don't.
Michelle
know.
or Barack. Either
Or
of you want to come
Michelle,
on
oh
this
my God.
We're willing-
podcast?
We're willing to
Jack
become
Bauer?
a table for 7.
Yeah.
Both of you. Come on over.
Yeah.
Flash
Come
them
on
over
on.
here.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna send.
Yeah.
I'll write them a letter. They sent me a handwritten card for my wedding.
I
Oh,
love
because
that.
I
Did you invite
sent them
them?
a wedding invitation. The Obamas.
I would do
I-
Nelson Mandela
I sent them a
or
wedding invitation.
Kim Jong-un. I just want to know.
Yeah, the
really?
fascination
Oh.
of
Chill
why you
out.
like that,
So
Jim?
messed up.
Jim, what's your problem, man?
Got issues. What's happening?
What's your problem?
I think I could
Yeah.
Do some investigative journalism.
Mhm.
Yes.
with protection.
Lots of protection.
This is great. If you were gonna rob a bank, which of of your friends would you take with you?
Of the 5 of us,
Sign me up for everybody at this table coming
Yes.
with.
I say Tabitha probably. Just scrappy.
I would pick a fight with Kim in the car and then send her in. I would.
Yeah.
I would tell her Southie gets good and fired up. Then I'd send her. Mhm.
Keep Kim going.
Put me in a bad mood.
That's what I would do.
Not
all the way.
Rachel. She'd be hugging everyone on the way out. And we
I'm so proud of you for making it. You did great.
You
You
did
want my
great.
number? Not to the people who held us hostage. Jesus. The rest
Ugh.
of the hostages, the ones in trauma.
We brought you coffees. Just take a seat.
I'll meet you at Starbucks.
Here's a Starbucks gift card. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you
Or do
for
not.
enjoying our bank robbery. Please
Yeah.
give us all the money. What do you think the meaning of life is?
I don't know.
I don't think you know until you're dead.
That's a good answer, Kimmy. Yeah.
We're just trying to survive over here.
Meaning of life, make it till tomorrow without losing your mind.
Yes.
Usually the token attitude. Really, I think there's a study that most people, when right before they die, the thing they regret the most is not spending more time with people rather than money or things that like. So spend the time with the people in your life.
Mhm.
I was just kidding. We're doing fine over here.
Unless they really annoy you, and then avoid them at all costs.
Yeah, because
And make yourself happy.
You won't
I
regret
mean,
that. You
you won't regret that. No, no.
Well, if you had to pick one animal to back you up in a fight, which animal would you choose?
I
A
think
moose. A moose. Moose
Oh,
are
I think they're
mean as
scary.
shit.
I seen the TikToks.
Yeah, a moose for sure.
I get like a
Trample your ass.
chimpanzee when they
Look
go
at a
mad.
kangaroo. You ever see how they fight? Those kangaroos don't around. Sorry. They don't mess around.
I'll go with a tiger.
Tiger. Oh yeah, that's a
hey,
good call.
I don't know. I was thinking of a llama because there's this like kicking that they did, and then everybody went with these big heroics, and I'm like, what the is a llama
Llama?
gonna
Oh
do
yeah, llamas
in
are
my
mean too.
fight? Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
llamas are mean.
It was the scariest warning of all of the things at that petting thing that we went to in Phoenix. So that's just as
Don't
far as I could
don't
go.
piss off the llamas.
Then
Hmm.
everybody was so far
I
This
love
more
that.
is
aggressive.
I like this question. What are the 5 most beautiful things in the world to you? Okay, I'm gonna go around the table. Jamie.
My kids, my family, like as a whole, I like I have a big family and I like being with my family a lot. The mountains, mountain girl. I also say the sunset and the inside of my eyelids.
When you get
Man,
to fall
5's a
asleep.
lot.
Yeah, 5 most
Maybe
beautiful
we should
things.
cut it to 3.
5 beautiful
5's
things
a
to do.
lot. So I would, my daughter, obviously number one, and through her, I'm not. We know I'm not really an outdoorsy person. I mean, we can be honest here at the table. I'd rather stick needles in my eye than be out in the elements. However, my daughter has taught me how beautiful the sky is. Like I was watching it the other night. I'm like, that is breathtaking. Rachel Flanagan, you also have helped teach the sky. The moon, the stars, just watching it is just that, you know? I think that's where it's I don't know. I love the sight of my animal.
Oh yeah. You still have 2 more slots.
I'm like,
A
I don't
warm cup
even
of coffee on an early morning when you wake up in your pajamas. I know you love that.
yeah, but that's after I've showered and done all my morning chores because I can't have coffee in dirty pajamas. I mean,
Oh
Oh
who
well,
yeah.
does that?
Yes.
Who
who
does
could?
that?
But I will say you enjoy that thoroughly as a
I
human
do
being.
enjoy that. Right? That's all
And
it's
crown on ice or a cocktail. Should we just blanket it with a cocktail?
I mean, I may or may not have had a few of those indulgences yesterday in the form of a margarita or two.
Ugh, margarita, yeah.
Maybe it's just a
Mm.
plain old carbohydrate.
Kimmy, you're 5.
My children, the ocean, the mountains, a newborn baby.
Oh.
Just the smell, the everything. Anybody's newborn baby. I mean, anybody.
Anyone, just give Kim a baby.
Yes, they're just so the miracle of life. I don't know.
The pressure on little Neil if he listens to this episode.
Yeah, I need to hold a newborn baby. Although I work in a daycare that has infants, so I do get a baby fix if I really need. And then my last one would have to be, I don't know. There's something about seeing certain animals in nature that, well, not in nature, like I'm not out in the jungle, but like I love to watch a tiger. Places that have a more natural habitat or a dolphin.
Mhm.
Even horses, like I don't know, it's just certain animals do it for me at different times. I don't know.
What
Yeah.
about you,
Mhm.
Richie?
So I sunset on a lake specifically, like a sunset on a lake,
I like
preferably
that
from
too.
a pontoon boat with maybe a little cold bevy. Yeah,
That's like number 6 for
that's number
me.
6.
I like that too.
One of my favorite things to see is a full gas tank because there's this like part of my gypsy soul that just wants to go like Forrest Gump running, just like I have full opportunity, just go. The mountains for sure, like there's this soul connection to Montana specifically for me, but any old mountain can do. But really like it's within the valley in Bozeman. It's like just primo. Yeah.
Stunning.
And then there's this is in no particular order. I'll put my kid first. I'll put my kid next. Okay, my kid, but no particular order. There's this thing that happens after you get a Starbucks gift card from a friend or something that's like bidding, and then it's like this like like this love scent. Like I just love giving that, but also getting that. I just think it's like the best. Like it's like a hug. It's like my fuel. Starbucks. So sunset, Sealy Flanagan, the mountains, full gas tank, and a Starbucks. This I'm just pretty simple.
I'm with you on the sunset or sunrise over any type of water, beach,
Mhm.
lake. For
Sunrise
sure.
caveat is that you have to have slept first or be up for a fun reason, not a shitty
I
reason.
even enjoy it on an all-nighter. I really
Oh,
do. Any type of sunrise, even
I think your spirit's better than mine.
when I had a long night or early morning with the kids and I catch the sun coming up, I'm like, well, at least I got to start my day with the sun coming up today. So,
I agree, Tabitha. That I love that too.
yeah.
Either
So,
way, sunset, sundown.
my kids, specifically, my favorite thing is when they're in the mild sleepy zone right before they fall asleep, and then you catch them drift off to sleep. It's my literal
Love
favorite
that.
magical moment of life.
When they're rendered unconscious.
Right before they drift off into beautiful, peaceful slumber. Because my kids are not sedentary human beings. And so it's like nice to catch them in like a calm state of affairs. I love it. Um, Three would be uh, the perfect mixture of laughs in front of a campfire that's crackling.
Love
Something about
that.
that, just pure magic.
Jen's not coming to that party.
Acoustic guitar playing in a crowded room for sure, or any type of music, but really an acoustic guitar. And then fifth would probably be the platter of Mexican food that's served at any good Mexican food restaurant.
Mhm.
Beautiful
Just so
thing.
you know, I'll come to that party, but I'm just gonna be in an indoor area where I don't smell like campfire, but I'm gonna be there in spirit with a cocktail.
There's something so magical and special about people laughing over a campfire.
Mhm.
It's just pure
I'm
magic.
gonna enjoy it
Most
from the room.
beautiful things in the world. Campfire smell in your hair is primo. Love
Primo.
it. Primo.
I have to shower right after, but I like it during.
And
Yeah.
to that I say, hell no. But yeah, shower after immediately upon
She
exiting
will
the
come to
area.
your fajita party, though. She will be there for the fajita party.
Yeah, that's a fajitas. Can't fire that up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is always guaranteed to get you in a bad mood? I love this question.
Ooh,
Guaranteed. Jamie, what's gonna spark you into anger?
So many things.
So many things.
I got issues. My husband and all making any kind of perverted joke or touching me perverted when I'm like in slightly a bad mood because it just sends me over. Back the F off. I love
Or when
him.
you're trying to talk about something serious, right? It's
Yes.
always like it's
Ugh,
like
not gonna help. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I don't pisses me off. I love him. I do after the intimacy episode, I do love being intimate with my husband. But man, when you're like
oh,
pissy and
I
then
want to
like
say this on the record. Oh, whoop.
always pisses me off. Or if anyone, I've like just as someone who's like on the internet, anyone saying things like comments about my kids or like just something that's like critical of my family or anything, ooh, slap you.
Mm.
You should just
Yeah. Or all parents worry about that. I got that today.
F off.
What about
Marry
you,
your
Kimmy?
son.
What pisses you off?
everything, nothing.
Everything and nothing.
One of the things that really irritates me to no end, and this is so petty, but it's when they make my freaking coffee wrong. I hate that. People,
Period.
Period.
children,
Period.
my staff, my boss, my
Gary,
children.
put you in
This
a bad mood.
the list is, and it really depends. Like if it's the week before my period, everything pisses me off. But the thing with me is
Oxygen.
like I get angry, I elevate, and then I'm like, ooh, then I'm fine. My
See,
husband doesn't do that.
this is
He
why
like,
you bring her to the hostage negotiating.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I get angry and like flip out, and then I'm like, okay, all is well. And then he's like pissed off at me for the rest of the day for being a psycho. And then I get mad at him again for being still mad. It's just a whole cycle. I don't know.
What
And other
about you?
times nothing bothers me. So you just,
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't say nothing. That's not true. That's a lie.
What about you, Jen? What is guaranteed to put you in a bad mood.
Well, I mean, we all know I'm such a light, easy go, fluffy person
I
here.
know. I can't even imagine
are
what your answer
just
will be.
this one off. I don't know. There
The
really isn't
news?
anything specific, but definitely judgment about what really does with the social media is when people have these judgments about things that I
Yeah.
do with her. Like,
Mhm.
just take her iPad away and she'll go to bed. Like, right off. But the judgment stuff really just
Yeah.
sends me into a rage. Other than that, I'm just really laid back, and I just said not to let things bother me.
Rachel Flanagan, what's your go-to bad mood?
I'd say those 40 to 60 hour days, you know, those ones that just don't quit because they're tomorrow's tomorrow.
Mhm.
I also like have I'm in a lot of like self-help camp therapies right now. I just want to let everybody know I'm trying to stay activated instead of triggered. Won't want to trigger anybody. So I feel very activated when I'm misunderstood. Like when people aren't picking up what I'm laying down. I don't care if you agree or disagree, but if you're not understanding what I'm trying to say, it's like I can't get it out problem. And I freaking hate that. Like I hate that. Makes me feel just ticked. But really, those long days that you just don't know. You just don't know when it's going to end. It's like, that's the thing that makes every effing other thing worse.
That's for sure. I
When
have
someone
a
says,
pretty simple scenario here. Don't jar me awake and don't try and talk to me the first hour I'm awake about anything very specific and or detailed and or making me
Unless you're the barista.
make choices
Amen.
unless I've already had 2 cups of coffee, then you're in the clear zone. But I don't like that. It will put me in anger, a little bit of anger. 2, I hate being hungry. If you get me to hunger, and it comes on swift, this is what happens. I go quiet and then I immediately go into rage. Get me a snack for sure.
Just
That will
if you're going to be near tabs, just keep a handful of almonds nearby.
some kind of snack in your bag because
My
it
sister
goes.
gets angry. I carry snacks for her when I'm with her because I can't.
Me and my sister both get the 2 of
Oh,
us hungry together. It's like a nightmare situation.
yeah, that's angry. I mean,
Yeah.
whew.
We have screamed at each other in restaurant parking lots before. Third, I don't like being too hot or too cold
Oh,
Oh,
for
the hot
extended
thing.
periods
Woo!
of time. That
hot
will
for
make me
shiz.
angry, real angry. Please
Tiff,
don't.
did you Google the Holy Grail list for this, or have you been thinking about what pisses you off for a long time?
I just know. I mean, I'm
Tabitha,
pretty laid back.
Rachel can tell you she was on the phone with me the other day, and my house was really hot because Lexi was like had this electric heater running, and I was like arguing with her in her room, and I'm like, I don't know what I said.
What
I'm
the
like,
kids couldn't see, but I could clearly see from the angle tabs, was that she was turning purple. You know, when the blotches grow
Yeah.
together and then it goes lavender. I'm like, oh shit, these kids better get the charger to their mother. It's gonna go like code 54.
I thought my head was gonna pop off.
Yeah, too hot or too cold for extended periods of time. I usually can tolerate it for short
Tabs, you have a
bursts.
list of 10. I love this story. Go.
5,
Keep
I
going.
have a list of 5. The 5th one is when people can help me, but they refuse to do so. And this
Oh,
comes into play in numerous situations in our life where they just say no, but they really could solve the problem in a step 2 process. And they're just telling me no. Then I just fly into a rage because they just don't want to help you.
yes.
These are the things that make me mad. I'm generally an even keeled person for the most part.
And on the ass end of that, Tabitha, that pisses me off is when someone offers to help you or offers to do something, but they like didn't really want to do it. So now you got to hear about it for 22 times. It's like you could have just said no.
Yes, you could have said no.
So we've all been a little sick here. My husband got really sick, and I just got like a little bit of whatever he had.
Oh,
And I
man
took
flu.
a nap the other day, and it's been so long since I've been able to nap, approximately 8 years and 10 months. And my husband came to wake me up. Oh my, I was like, why the hell are you waking me up right now? I have
Oh,
enough.
that's another thing that
Do
makes me
not
angry.
wake me up if I'm able to sleep longer. Tabs,
Yeah.
you reminded me. I've been straight up, even at sleepovers when I was a kid. Like my friend would wake me up early. I was like, why are you waking me up? I would be mean to that person. I'd be like, back off.
Oh my God, I
So
love
I can handle being woken up in the morning. Like that doesn't anger me really. It might annoy me, but that doesn't anger me. But waking me up from a nap, because then you're in that groggy state of like
Yes.
Twilight Zone,
And if
where
I
you're
need
like,
to be up, then yes, wake me up. But if I am able to sleep longer and you woke me up for no damn reason,
Mhm.
And you walk by your goddamn father first. That's like my kids do. Like, oh, when they were younger, it's like you literally walk by your father in the living room to walk into the bedroom to wake me up to ask me a question that you could have asked him. It's like so annoying. You guys wait.
I do not like
So
being jarred
annoying.
awake, which
Yeah.
oh, I do have a number 6 thing that makes me angry. Two sounds
Love
at
it.
the top of each other. Like if we're watching a TV show and you want to play a video that is like on a low hum and there's also a TV show playing, it grates on my nerves. It really
Just
does.
tell me that's going to
Oh,
happen so I can leave the room.
I mean, frankly, I
Instead of,
live in a world where there's multiple sounds playing over the top of each other at all hours of the day, all the time.
yeah. Is that very activating for you, Tabs?
So activating? Okay.
What's the next question? I can hardly wait.
we can go on about this for hours.
I know.
This could have been the whole episode. Things that make us angry.
What pisses you off? Welcome
What
to the
pisses
table.
you off? I don't know if we should say this one. What's the best insult you ever used? This might be a bleeping bleep. Best insult. Quip insult.
Like the best insult, but I think of like moments where I've said what I wanted to say, right? Like normally
Ah,
when you think about what you're gonna say,
real-time snark.
I have this moment, like, well, I have a few of these moments because I'm kind of okay at this, but it also I usually regret it because there's a reason you say things in the moment. But I don't think any of it insults, but like one time I was on a film set and I was working on a film and I was the assistant director, meaning you're like the manager of the set, you're running things, and like the director and the cinematographer kept talking down to me, and the director was older than me, significantly older than me, and it got to one point where they said something, and I will say the whole crew was pissed off, and it's my job to like be in charge of the crew. I just snapped and I just said everything perfectly, which was not professional, but
I love
exactly what I
those
wanted to say if I
moments.
want to say it. But anyway, I don't know if that's an insult, but man, I love those moments.
I can definitely think of some, but I don't know if I want to put that into the universe.
Well, I can't remember because I forget everything afterwards when I'm angry. But I always have these moments of like, I think of something after it happens, and I'm like, why didn't I say that? Why didn't I think of this at the time?
Oh yeah, I do that too.
And
They just want to.
I have to say, like, I'm not gonna say any of my insults because I'm a cursy McPherson. I mean, I don't even know if I really like insult people necessarily, but I am totally done with the P word that's also a word for kitty being like a synonym for weak. I'm over it. I'm over it. I feel like that should be like the gold star trophy. It should be like, hey, you're a real kudos. Like that should be the
Gold
best
star.
news ever. You're welcome. I might
I
try
just
and change
I
it.
just used that in my book, Rachel. Sorry.
Oh,
I think in
Done.
general we all are we don't want to insult people. Like we get mad at people, but I don't think we're like
Oh.
viciously going after people to insult them.
No,
No,
not
I
about
just
their looks or
first
about
my-
their, it's not like
I have a
crazy
very,
stuff like
very
that.
complicated family dynamic. I've definitely said some fucked up
Siblings
Yeah.
doesn't count. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
it's
How do you want people to remember you after you're no longer here? On a lighter note than tearing people
Oh
down.
yeah, we're gonna roll right into when we're dead. Much
Super
lighter.
light.
When you're
Super light.
dead, what do you want people to say about you? In college, one of our things we had to write was our own obituary.
That's just creepy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I don't know. I hope
Yeah.
people think I was funny.
You are funny. I'll make sure they say that about you if
I hope they were
still
afraid of
around.
me. Funny but scary.
Funny but scary. I mean that we can pass on that.
We're
That
really
seems
bad about
intense.
positive things. We came up with 5 things we dislike a lot faster than we came up with the 5.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to say what people are going to say about you because you don't really view people from the perspective of what people think of you.
I
You
was,
know.
My first thought was like, I'm dead. Don't she ate good food.
Yeah.
don't send flowers, send fries.
did you say send fries, not flowers?
Yeah.
Sun fries, not flowers. When in your life have you felt most in control?
Jesus. I was probably
Well,
like
you
3
bet
years
they
old, and I
I
had
would
no
say
idea.
The
Not
50
mother.
minutes
3.
from when I open my eyes until the second someone starts talking to me.
Until another human in my house opens their eyes.
Yeah.
That's
All gone.
when I most feel in control.
I would
All
say
gone.
when I felt, well, not that I actually was in control, but probably my college years where I thought like I knew where I was going. You're just naive to the fact that like life's gonna hit you with a bag of hammers. But like I think I
Yeah.
felt the most confident like 20 to, I don't know, 20 to 21. I don't know.
I definitely was a wreck during those years.
It
I would
was-
say 45 to 50 is the hope
that's my prayer.
Hopefully
Thank
coming
you.
up.
in the
Well, I'll let you
future.
know I'm about to hit 51 and I'm not there yet. So I don't want you to hang your hopes on that, although you definitely have it far more together than I do.
I don't know about that. This is good. What phobias do you have? Spiders, heights,
What?
heights, spiders, suffocating.
Oh yeah, same.
My
Being
kids
Being
still
buried alive. You ever sit up in your sleep gasping?
Yep.
Horrible.
I used to have a phobia of serial
Sorry.
killers.
serial killers. Oh yeah, the tree
Yep.
situation.
That's a good phobia. I would.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
That's a
what?
pretty legit phobia, Kim.
What?
No, but like
Serial killers.
I had like an irrational fear of them.
Oh.
I also had a
Great.
touch of, if I'm gonna say it right, agoraphobia. Is that how you say it?
Leaving
Oh
the
yeah,
house.
you've said that before.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And of the dark, like outside your house in the dark, like not
She
parking
means
lot,
in the
parking
tree
garages,
dark.
parking garages. I have a phobia of those. I have a lot of phobias.
Kim has
I-
a lot of phobias.
My sister always makes fun of me. I'm afraid of birds pooping on me. Like
Oh
bad.
my god, I hate
If we're
birds.
at like a place where there's a lot of birds flying through, I will go inside.
Have you been
if
shat
a
on a
bird like
lot?
see me like I don't.
Oh.
So many people next to me have been pooped on. I do not want to.
Been pooped on.
Mm-hmm. It's very good luck, they
No,
say.
full. No desire to be pooped on by anything.
I don't even like to be in a car that somebody else is driving. I'm such a goddamn control freak. So I got some phobias around control, I think mostly.
I do too, like really bad ones. The car thing is like a huge thing for me too. And I especially don't like my kids in cars, and now they drive, so that really sucks.
Yeah.
It's
Ugh.
awful. And like if all my kids are together in a car, I have to like, oh my God, it's terrible. Maybe one day I'll get a carbohydrate phobia and I'll be skinny.
How would you commit the perfect crime? Let me just say, if I were to commit a crime, first of all, I'm a
We
lawyer.
wouldn't be giving the plan on this podcast.
Yeah.
Hello.
Let me tell you, my husband has the perfect crime plan to murder me. He said if he ever wants to kill me, he's gonna strangle me with my own hair.
Oh my gosh, that's so dark. Neil, you're on the hook. It's now on the podcast.
I mysteriously die.
You can't do that now. Mm,
I watch a lot of crime TV, and then every time I'm like, oh, I want to think of doing that or not doing that.
Mm-hmm. I'm serious.
I
I'm
would be
like
great at committing
Tabs.
crimes.
I hope so.
tabs.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's so much harder nowadays.
I listen to so many
Freaking
murder
cameras everywhere.
podcasts /
Girl.
crime
Yeah.
podcasts
I was
/
like, when I do listen, I'm like, most of the time, I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you do
Yeah.
this? If it came down to it, I don't. I definitely there would be a barrel. You
acid.
put the body in,
Yeah.
like it's a kind of acid. You
You
gotta
get
break down the body, people. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but you watch where that happened here, but they caught the guy because he got the materials at Home Depot.
But I'll
Yeah.
also tell you, throwing
Oh, see that Home
body-
Depot receipt will get you every time.
They never found the body though, but they're still charging him.
Don't buy
throwing the
this
body
stuff at
into a
Home Depot.
body of water. The amount of bodies found in water, and they don't know what happened to the people is insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arizona desert, man. People, there's lots of bodies over there.
Oh.
So there was someone doing some weird stuff in my alley at like midnight last night with flashlights, and
Hold
I
it.
was
You have an alley and I've never known that?
yeah, I do. I have an alley.
Okay.
And there was flashlights flashing, and then I was up like peering out the window, looking at the people, wondering what they were doing while I was listening to a murder podcast.
Totally awesome.
And so I got a little paranoid and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. It was quite the situation.
I can't
What
even watch Rocky 4 when it's dark out because the theme music scares me. And you're watching a murder podcast.
I have
There's
watched
been
so
a
many
many nights I have not
documentaries.
been able to sleep from watching true crime TV
Oh,
or
yeah.
the murder podcast.
Me
Serious.
too. True crime,
Oh.
cult. Yeah, I just am fascinated by that. I go to sleep by listening to podcasts about murder and or people who commit crimes. It's
I
a
would never
problem.
sleep again.
What is more important to you, adventure or stability?
Oh my
Stability.
God.
Stability now.
Adventure for sure.
I admire that in you, Tabitha.
I do too. I used to be that way, but now I have kids, especially having a son. I don't know what's going to happen to his future. I need the stability for him.
Yeah, I like the idea of adventure, but the actuality
No.
of stability.
Yeah. I should say my son doesn't make me sad, just the realization I can't be as spontaneous as I used to be.
What items in your home could you never live without?
My husband. Oh, he's not an
Aw.
item.
That's sweet.
Is that because he cooks you dinner because you love
I
Even
knew
him?
it was nothing but an item.
Even if you called him an item, it's still sweet. That was a quick response. It's still very sweet.
The item is her chef.
My
Yeah.
husband would tell you my phone.
That's
That's
tough, like between TV, I mean, I don't know,
Washer
that's
and
tough.
dryer. Washer and dryer.
Yeah, concur.
Washer and
Hold
dryer.
on. What the hell's the question? Oh, what can
What
we not live
what
without?
items? What items in your house couldn't you live without?
Let's be real.
Oh
clear.
yeah, oh yeah, but you have to choose one or the other. It's obviously a
Well,
washer.
it's whatever. It just says whatever. What item?
Running
Items.
water, period.
Toilets,
Washer, dryer.
Yeah.
Refrigerator.
appliances, yeah.
Appliances
The
basically
utilities
win.
and appliances, especially my pressure cooker.
What personal item for yourself, not an appliance for your household?
Well, I mean, that's kind of personal.
My bra,
Um,
no brainer. Totally.
Yes. That's a good call, Rachel.
I never wear one,
Mama needs
so
some
I don't
support.
need one.
Toothbrush?
Yeah, I'm with you on that for sure. It's the first thing
Listen,
I
you
do
can
when I
get a
get up.
toothbrush at Target. You cannot hold up these jugs with anything at Target.
Well,
Maybe in the hammock section.
I'm not really a thing
And
person.
double strength.
There's nothing that I could think of that I couldn't live without. Like
Yeah.
a personal item.
Oh, a lot of things.
toothbrush is a good one. What's your worst habit?
Talking
Self-talk,
too
guys are
much.
gonna-
self-hate. Like I'm a bitch to me. That's my
Ooh.
worst habit lately. The
Yeah.
thing I'm working most on. Happy New Year. For the
Same.
future Rachie listening to this, I hope you're on 8th day of positive self-talk.
Oh, I gotta send you this meditation I did, by the way. I am also working on that as well, Rachel Flanagan.
In between the murder podcast, what?
I also listen to self-love meditations. I mean, it really
Well,
is
just
hit
being
or
alive.
miss over here.
It's important to be balanced.
I never give myself credit for anything, period. For sure. Terrible,
Yeah.
terrible habit.
I think my worst habit is I don't know how to sleep.
Hey, serious. Cheers.
Even when I can sleep, I don't. Like it's out of habit because it's like I feel like I've gone so many years without being able to sleep that like even when I can sleep, it's like my brain is like, no, stay awake, do this, do that. Even like sometimes I'm like, well, I was on the phone or this or that, I was watching TV, but then other times I'm up for absolutely no reason. Like none. There's no reason, but I'm
Yeah.
still there, still awake. Like I probably averagely go to bed at like 2 a.m. and then I'm out, and I wonder why I'm tired. Stupid.
Then you get those nasty poos every couple of days. Or I mean, like every week and a half or something, you get one of those like fall asleep and then you're
I slept till 10. Like Neil woke me up at 10 and he's like, do you want to eat? I'm like, what time is it? He's like, it's 10. I'm like, oh.
what day is it?
Yeah.
See, but the not sleeping is such a bad cycle because I find like
Yes.
when you're in that sort of not ever sleeping, like it's hard to eat healthy. It's hard to like
Yeah.
do the
And
things for
some days
yourself
you're eating
because you're so, yeah.
I
Two-
know, I know.
two
It's
meals,
so
and then
bad.
some days it's a 4-meal day. I mean, like the Taco Bell ads.
I've always been a night owl. I've always had like a little bit of insomnia. So I have to be really exhausted. Like I could never go to bed at like 9:30. Like that would be bananas to me. Like I would just lay there and what would you even do? Like I could never do. I have to be like so
What would
tired
you
that like
even
I
do? You would
instantly fall
sleep.
asleep.
You would sleep. You
You'd
would
actually
sleep.
let your brain regenerate.
What would you even
But-
do? You would sleep.
But it got really
She's
messed
still
up
arguing.
during the pandemic. Like it really
yeah.
went.
Yeah.
It really did like a whole like got really messed up, and I don't think I've ever like fully bounced back from that.
Yeah, and our kids are just basically like a thorn in the side of that goal.
Yeah,
I gotta
I mean,
say.
Alyssa's not nocturnal, so it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Jamie's asleep right now. Look at her.
Conversation got me tired.
This is
Sorry.
the last one. And I think everyone should do this. Every person, I've said this before on the podcast, make a bucket list. 10, 20,
Yeah, you
30,
have, Vince.
40 items that you want to do for your life. It's so great. And check some of those things off. They don't have to be big. It just puts things in your mind for yourself. But what's on the top of your bucket list? Jamie, top of your bucket list.
Oh, that's hard. Top of my bucket list. Probably something travel, like be able to travel somewhere with just me and my husband, like do a big trip at some point, which I don't know will ever be possible. But yeah, I don't know where.
I'll come stay with your kids.
I know.
Me too.
Listen,
I will book that trip.
I need the money first. I gotta have the 3 wishes. Then
Okay.
I will book it.
Once the 3 wishes come into play, once that genie
Shows up.
Kimmy, what's on the top of your bucket list?
so last time we did this, I said one of the things I want to do was write a book. And
Yeah,
I just reached 104,000 words.
that's so
Woohoo!
amazing.
So now I guess it would be to finish the book.
Yeah, that's next. I'm so
I know,
proud
and
of
then I like Jamie said too, I like to travel. Like we had kids really young and like we haven't had a chance to go to a lot of places, but my problem is I'm always like I'm off the week of Christmas and I'm like, maybe we should like go on a vacation. And then I'm like, oh, the kids are all also off. So it's like, do I go with just me and Neil? But then it's like then I want to do a vacation with the kids. Like it's like I can never like it's my kids aren't little, so it's like, I like to be with them too, but then I also like just to be with Neil. So there's just not enough money and time to go around for all the vacations I want to take.
Jen, bucket list?
Everything on my bucket list. I want to survive another day.
Mm-hmm.
Survive another day. Yeah,
Maybe
I don't really
a trip in the Colorado mountains.
Hey.
Hey.
Kimmy and I are gonna get gondoled up too. Yeah, no, I
Yes.
don't. No, just
We better have internet for all our movies we're gonna watch now.
Yes. Cabin it up and get all the movies streamed
Bring
and
DVDs.
snacks. Rachel, bucket list for yourself.
I would probably say travel as well. I think if I had to choose something local, it would be to like rent a boat in the summer and just explore the river or something, but probably just travel. Like a place that's not necessarily to a thing either. Like just a time. Like, not like go to a retreat or go to a shindig or go to somebody's deal. Just like a trip for me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tabs, what's left on your list?
I did pretty good with this list.
Yeah, you
Just
have.
looking at it. See a concert at Red Rocks. Never been.
Woot woot.
Travel outside the country, which I plan to do next year. Boudoir photo shoot.
Boudoir shoot.
Thank you. Yes,
Uh-huh.
boudoir photo shoot, which I think I'm going to give myself for my birthday before I turn 41. Dollywood. I really
love
want to go to Dollywood.
That's great. Can we help pick your outfits for that trip?
For Dollywood? Yes. I don't have very many left. I got to revamp this list. Take a trip somewhere by train.
Is that in Tennessee?
Yeah, the Smoky Mountains.
I want to go there too. That's on.
Yeah, take a trip somewhere by train, sleep in a yurt.
Oh my God. I want the yurt too. I want my own yurt. Let's be clear.
Here's the thing about making a list is that it's awesome because you can be very specific on here. I think I hit like 30 out of the 40.
Woohoo!
Man, I'm getting close.
That's awesome.
One of them on here is write a letter to my kids, which I have not done yet.
Oh God.
So anyway, make your list. Even if it's 5 things, I think it's nice to just think about yourself. Even if some of the things don't seem realistic, you can pick little things, like go to the movies in the day by yourself. And the nice thing is then you get to check it off the list and then you feel like you accomplished something.
Mm-hmm.
I've accomplished that one several times.
Yeah. So 2024, make your list.
really makes me want to
Four.
say, checking it twice, gonna find out.
Gonna find out. We left Christmas behind.
Yeah, it's long gone.
That's all she wrote.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Oh, this is our second. Happy New Year still. We know you're killing it with your resolutions or forgiving yourself for not making them or already losing.
Well, this is like when the year really starts, when people are like back to work and school, right?
Yeah, we believe in you.
And also you do you.
You do you. Amen.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us at the table for this episode of the Table for 5 No Reservations podcast. If you are enjoying the podcast, please remember to rate and review us wherever you're listening. If you'd love more content from us and to be part of our community, make sure to become a subscriber. You can find the link in the description of this episode. Join us next Monday for more, and while you wait, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you next time.